Pokemon's most recent set, Twilight Masquerade, has to be the most confusing thing ever. I'll pull up a clip, but I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw Twilight Masquerade is the best investment right now, or Twilight Masquerade is terrible for the future, this is the worst Scarlet and Violet set, and I saw video after video of this is amazing, this is trash, this is amazing, this is the next Rebel Clash. There's no solid answer as to how this set is going to turn out. And I'd like to give my opinion on the art of the set, which is what I think is the most valuable part of the set, and just the collectability and things like that. And we'll compare it to recent Scarlet and Violet sets and things like that. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, so if you want to put it on in the background while you're doing something else, go ahead. There isn't going to be much to look at other than the tier list I have pulled up here. So we'll hop into it. So our first card is going to be this Pinsir art rare. I like this card. It's cool. It's a different art style. It's different than what you normally expect from Pinsir, which is what I really like about the art rare cards. It's different than what I normally expect. And normally, when I picture Pinsir, I picture that like angry bug and like Mega Pinsir, that like freakishly angry bug. Yeah, seeing it calm, nice, and like a hillside is cool. It's not an A tier card, it's not a B tier, or it's not an S tier card, but I think it's a solid B tier pickup. This next one, oh god, I forget the name. Evolution of Applin. It's alright. Nothing super special. It's like a unique card, but I'm not drawn to it in any way, shape, or form. We'll hop into this next one. I forget the name of this Pokemon as well. The more recent Pokemon just completely slip my memory half the time. But this is a unique, very unique card. I'm not sure if there's any like lore reason for why it's like this, but cool nonetheless. I like the art style. I think that's honestly a top B tier card. I think it's better than the Pinsir. It's really cool. I like the art on it. This Torkoal is also really good. This set has awesome art rares. Honestly, if you take a look through all of them here, great art rare set. And that is not this set's weakness. And we will go over this set's weakness, I promise you. But this Torkoal, it really looks like a hand-painted, hand-drawn image. It doesn't look computer-generated at all. It's really cool. And honestly, I love that art rares highlight some Pokemon that you wouldn't normally expect. Like Torkoal isn't a like fan favorite Pokemon by any means, but like highlighting it in this way is really nice. And I think that's what makes art rares so great, is that they can show lesser known Pokemon in a nice setting and make them more loved. And I think they're great. I think this is also a solid B tier pick. We'll start speeding up through these. Infernape. This is, I don't know, it's weird. It's not like an art rare card. It's more of a full art. And if it was a full art, I'd be like, this is a great full art card. But as an art rare, it doesn't really do it for me. I like to see Infernape in the environment. I think that'd be really cool. But it's catchy. Like it catches your eyes if someone's like flipping through your binder. Apologies for the sound. If someone's flipping through your binder, they definitely stop on this card and be like, oh wow. Especially someone who's not familiar with Pokemon. So I think it's another B tier card. I don't think it cracks A tier, honestly. We'll get into that. Frostlass. This is an A tier card. This one is ominous. I love the different like the scale of the colors. How it's more like of a gray scale than like a color image. It's so ominous with that dark, like I don't know, just the dark look with the moon, the sky, the clouds, and then the frost that's like peeking in. It's scary. I really like this card. I think they did a great job, and I think that what I look for in these art rares is like they can pick any Pokemon. I couldn't care less what Pokemon they pick. Did they make the best possible card they could with that Pokemon? That's kind of how I'm rating them, if that makes sense. So we'll hop into the next one. This is Fion, I think. Yeah, it looks like Fion, not Manaphy. See, with this, I think this is pretty much as good as you could get with this card, or with this Pokemon. Like, it's swimming through the water, the light shining through, it looks great. You got the whale mirrors and whale lords in the background. Card pops. It's a good card. I think that's also a solid A tier. No problem there. Cramorant, unless there's some lore reason for why the card looks like this card is not good. This card is D tier. I don't know why they chose to do this. Now, I could be completely wrong. There could be like a lore reason. There could be a reference in here that I'm just not getting. And if there is, let me know, and I will retract my statement. But if not, this is just not a great art rare. Now we got the Helioptile. This one is cool. I like it because it's referencing the like that lizard that's based off of the one that like runs in water, or runs on top of water, all goofy. It's cool. It's like got that like hyper realistic look to it, which I think is kind of cool. On some cards it works, some cards it doesn't. But I think it works on this one. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it's a solid B tier card. And B tier is good. Once you get below B tier is when it's like, yeah, I don't really care for the card. But anything in B tier, A tier, S tier is like, I'd be happy to pull it. That's kind of my thought process. Now, the Enamorous card here. So, the card itself isn't that great, but because it's Enamorous, it makes it better, if that makes sense. So, like, Enamorous already I don't like very much, but they managed to make a card that wasn't offensive to my eyes. So I think they actually did a great job with the card in making the Pokemon not hated in my eyes. So it's like, it's not bad. Like, it's still Enamorous, so it's not great, but it's pretty good. Now, would I want this card? No, because I don't like Enamorous. But for it being Enamorous, they did well, if that makes sense. I keep saying if that makes sense. Whatever. Who cares? Anyways, next Pokemon. This card looks so sick. It looks so sick. You get the nice colors, the blue, the pink, all of it. It goes together so well. And then you just got this stupid monkey sitting there. It sticks out like a sore thumb. I forget the name of it. It just like, it's disappointing. Like any other Pokemon, other than I forget its name, but we'll call it the thumb monkey. Any other Pokemon would look so sick, like a Suicune or something like nestled on the tree branch would be so cool. But it's just so disappointing. I'm putting it in C tier just for the disappointment factor. Thankfully, they followed up with an amazing card. This is such a sick card. This it's like, holy moly! Like, what? Like, it has that like that kind of like aura that the Arceus V-Star has. Yeah, that's an amazing card. They did a great job with that art rare. Because I don't even care about that Pokemon, but still, I'd be like, yeah, I'll pay like $7 on eBay for that thing, no problem. Growlithe, another S tier, easy. This card's awesome. I also am a big fan of Growlithe, so I am biased, but dude, come on. How could you rate that anything but S tier? That is exactly what a Growlithe card should be. He's adorable. He's the best pet you could have. Amazing card. Simple as that. Bro Pass. Unless, again, if there's some lore reason as to why it's like this, then maybe it's better than I'm thinking, but this card just doesn't do it for me. I'm not really getting it. Like, it's a statue, I guess. It's just not that special to me. I think something cool like Easter Island of Probopass would be cool. Like Easter Island, they're all like, all their noses are pointing north or whatever. That would be a really cool way to incorporate Probopass and like have it reference like something in the real world. But this is all right. I think it's better than the other C tiers, but it's not great. Timber, A tier, easy A tier. I like it better than Fion. Yeah. Timber, he always has that 2x4 on his shoulder. He's a beast. It's a shame his evolutions are kind of ugly, but I love that he's like, they substituted out his like normal little 2x4 with like a big one for building a house, and that he's like helping build houses, which is, I mean, that's what Timbers would be doing in the real world. And I think they did a great job with this card. It's kind of reminiscent of that Excadrill card when he was like in the mines and stuff having lunch, where it's just a perfect interaction between him in the real world, and I think they did a great job. This next card is crazy looking. This is a cool art rare. I love that these all have super different art styles. I'm glad they get different artists to make all of them. This one's crazy. Like, I don't even care about this Pokemon. Oh wait, I put 2 Timbers in. Whatever. They both go in A tier. This one I think is also an A tier card. Like for the Pokemon, that is one of the pretty much the best card they could make for that card. The only thing that could elevate it up would be it being a better Pokemon. So I think that's an easy A tier. Applin here. This one's, I like the incorporation into the real world, but I don't like the Pokemon. I don't think it's A tier. I don't think it's as cool as this last one, but I think it's a solid B tier. It's a cool card. Now the Tatsugiri card, this is S tier. This is a great art rare. This is what I mean when they nailed it. They did exactly like what they should have done, what they could have done with this Pokemon. Because it's like, I mean, it's not like a card or a Pokemon that you could put in like a really cool card. Like you couldn't put it in this setting of this one here. But for it to be this bright, it's almost reminiscent of that Magikarp and Wailord art. It's just a perfect card. You get all the colors, you get the colors of the different Tatsugiris, and then you get that nice bright blue background, the white little like accents to it. It's amazing. That is a perfect Tatsugiri card. No complaints there. Chansey, working in the Pokemon Center. That's B tier. I think it's behind the Pinsir, in front of the Infernape. Yeah. The Eevee card, I think honestly the thought process here was, let's throw a bunch of Eevees on the card and then people will love it. There's no way they can't. And to be fair, they were right. I don't think there's any way you could hate this card, especially the one that's sitting on the couch with the Hydreigon plush toy. Yeah, it's a good card. I can't argue with that. Even if I try and find a way to argue with it, I can't. I think it's top of A tier. I think they could do a better Eevee card than just throw a bunch of them in the picture. But they did a good job. I gotta tip my hat to them for that. Next we got the secret rares. These are disappointing, honestly. See, I say disappointing, but all the secret rares are all like this, and they all just look mediocre. I think this one on the left is the best because it has the hypnotic pattern to it, and it's kind of unique. But the rest of them, we've all seen these backgrounds, we've all seen this, and they're just like reprints of the other cards that they have. Like the Ursaluna is the same exact thing as the gold card. Not special, not unique, not eye-catching. I'll put this one in C, and the rest of these will all go in D tier, with Macargo going last. Do not care for that card at all. All right, we got our full art trainers here, supporters, whatever. Do not know any of their names. I think one of them might be Nimona. If I'm wrong, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care about the trainer cards, so I'm not the person to go to if you're looking for some in-depth and analysis. Jesus Christ, I've been talking too long. Any analysis of these trainer cards, but I like the guy. He looks chill, and I'm calling her Nimona. It might not be. With the camera, is probably shows the most like character, or not character, like whatever. Not I cannot think of the word. Jesus, it's been a long day. I'll put the word on the screen, but man, I'm struggle bus. Jesus Christ. C for him. Yeah, C. These guys can all go in C with her at the top. And then we have the most disappointing part of this set, the special illustration rares. Oh, when I saw that these got released or whatever, oh my god, I was so disappointed, because I'd seen Crimson Haze, I'd seen the art rares from that set, and they all looked super good, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna combine it with like Twilight Masquerade, or they're gonna combine it with another set to make Twilight Masquerade, and it's gonna look sick. It's gonna have an amazing set of art rares, which to be fair it does. This set has an amazing set of art rares. And then I was like, oh, they're gonna put some good secret illustration rares, and this is gonna be a killer set. This is gonna be like temporal forces 2.0. Holy, I'm struggling. But they didn't. They made these Ogre Pawn cards, and they do not hit. They don't hit. They just suck. Like, if you covered the like the bottom half of the card, just made it a regular EX card, it would just look like a standard EX card. It's so regular. Like, it's like this was it Fortress EX? It's like if you just made this a full art and just like remove the green cover from the bottom. That's basically what these mask card looks like. It's so like disappointing and just unfortunately bad. I don't think this will carry any weight in the future. I don't think people will collect these or invest in these at all. And I think that's really gonna hurt this set in the long term. All of those are going in D tier. They're just not good. We'll move on to the other ones. We have the Greninja and the Ursaluna. These are better. The Greninja is definitely better than the Ursaluna. I think it has a more unique style to it, and that's what I'm looking for. The Ursaluna could honestly just be a regular art rare card, in my opinion. Like it has it interacting with the environment in a cool way, but it doesn't have that pop of a secret illustration rare. So realistically, there's only one secret illustration rare card that I'm like, oh yeah, that is a secret illustration rare in this set, and that is terrible for the investability and future of this set. I'll look at these supporter cards here. This one with the girl with the Corpish and the Surskit. This one's cool. I think it's a solid B tier card. Put it right up there with the Ursaluna. It's not for me personally, but I could understand liking it, and especially if you're a kid, I could definitely understand like a kid seeing this card and being excited to get it. I think I'm gonna call it Nimona again. It might not be. The Nimona with the camera has to be an S tier because it is such a creative way to combine the growlithe card and a trainer card. 10 out of 10. Great job. Whoever made those, they killed it. That's amazing. The gold cards in this set are disappointing. The Ursaluna is literally just a copy of the other Ursaluna art, and the golden cart is a golden cart. I don't have anything else to say about that. The Rainbow Energy is a little bit cooler looking, so it'll go in C tier, but oh god, I just wish they made something like the Crown Zenith V-Star Universe gold cards again. Like, I would kill for more of these. They're so cool. But can't always get what you ask for. This is my final tier list. I think, unfortunately, this is not a great set. The art rares are good. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you look at the art rares, they're mainly in B, A, and S. But the special illustration rares are just disappointing. And I think because the art rares are in the art rare category and they're more pullable, you get them more often, their prices are cheaper, they can't carry a set, and they can't carry a set's price long term. That has to be done by the secret illustration rares. Art rares can help, don't get me wrong, but like something, it's not a special illustration rare, but the Giratina V, the Umbreon V Max, even the Rayquaza V Max, or that Gengar V Max, all of those cards carry their sets. Without them, the set would be weak. But because they have amazing secret illustration, or whatever, we'll call it secret illustration rare cards, they automatically become an amazing set because they have that huge chase. This set doesn't have that, and that is unfortunate. I don't think that this will be a great investment long term, and that's my thoughts. If you agree, disagree with me, let me know. Let me know if your favorite card in the set down in the comments, and if you agree with me that the Growlithe is the best, let me know, because you're my type of person. I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you next time.